Hail, Ave, and welcome to this film review channel, mixing the basil leaves of insight and the sun-dried tomatoes of observation into a tapenade of cultural discourse. And once again, I remind you to subscribe and leave a comment. It's almost too good to be true. Could cinema be witnessing the birth of a stunning new mixed doubles partnership? Last year, Korean filmmaker Celine Song gave us her wonderful Oscar-nominated debut film, Past Lives, a love triangle movie about a Korean woman in the US, married to a white American writer, poignantly reconnecting with her Korean childhood sweetheart. The fictional writer, incidentally, has a novel out called Boner. Now Celine Song's actual white American husband, Justin Kuritzkis, has written this love triangle movie, Challengers, an uproarious screwball dramedy of straight sex and queer tennis. One player, incidentally, is renowned for his large penis.
She's in another league.
You were incredible today. Come on! To have a fashion line, a foundation, it's gonna turn a whole family into millionaires.
Someday, film school courses will be devoted to parallel textual analyses of these two films, and maybe the legendary Third Wheel will come forward with a screenplay satirising sexual stereotypes about a woman and a man who create a sensitive drama and a macho comedy from the same situation. Challengers is a terrifically absorbing and funny film with zinging extended dialogue rallies, though I have to say that its cop-out ending fudges what we all know about tennis. Like life, it's a clarifyingly brutal zero-sum game of winners and losers. Luca Guadagnino directs with style, and Zendaya is devastatingly cool as Tashi, a former superstar tennis player turned coach, now married to her single client Art, played by Mike Faist, whose sensitive, open, boyish face registers the unfamiliar and disagreeable sensation of losing. He's way off his game these days, going out to patently inferior players, and Faist shows how he is glumly sensing that his wife finds this losing streak a serious marital bed turn-off. But fiercely focused Tashi comes up with a plan which Art timidly accepts. He will slum it on the inferior ATP Challenger Tour to get matched with some no-hoper whom he can totally crush. The taste of winning will get his groove back. But to Art's horror, and to a more ambiguous emotion from Tashi, Art is matched with his former best friend and Tashi's former boyfriend, Patrick, a loosely handsome performance from Josh O'Connor. Patrick has fallen on hard times, sleeping in his car and touring the cheaper circuits, but he's still got the talent. Maybe trouncing Art will impress Tashi, with whom he is, of course, still deeply in love. Or maybe it's Art with whom he's still deeply in love. The fateful rows and infidelities are cleverly laid out in an exhilarating series of flashbacks and flash-forwards, their past lives revealed in sudden hairstyle changes and clothing shifts, with Art and Patrick starting out as gormless teen chumps and growing near middle age, still dazzled by Tashi, who's always charismatic at any age. The tennis itself is very convincingly dramatised, and our three heroes really do look like they're hitting the ball for real. This is not the diffident stroke play of Kirsten Dunst and Paul Bettany in the quaint, but in some ways comparable tennis movie Wimbledon from 2004, though the gamesmanship and toxic masculinity reminded me pleasantly of Ian Carmichael and Terry Thomas trying to impress Jeanette Scott during the famous tennis scenes in the 1960 British classic School for Scoundrels, although Jeanette Scott never encouraged Ian and Terry to snog while in their hotel room for a three-way. Moment by moment, line by line, scene by scene, Challengers delivers sexiness and laughs, intrigue and resentment. That's it. Can I now please ask you to watch this extremely important public information film about a literary event in Cambridge next week? Yes, next Thursday, the 25th of April at 6 p.m, I shall be reading from my new collection of short fiction, The Body in the Mobile Library and Other Stories, and talking about my writing life generally at Heffers Bookshop in Trinity Street, Cambridge. So if you're in Cambridge or the surrounding area, please come along. It would be great to see you. Click on the link given.